Hello, and thank you for checking out this Learning for Results video. I'm Stephen Warner, and I've had more than 35 years experience now of working with organizations of all sizes and at all levels within those organizations, and probably in most locations around the world too. And I've used that experience and my own learning to create this Learning for Results curriculum. What is this Learning for Results curriculum? Well, it's a series of concise professional skill development workshops, each of which are designed to positively impact a particular area of professional competence. And they're delivered in such a way as to make it easy, not just to understand, but to use the content of those workshops. So people can use them with ease and with confidence, and they can apply them immediately to the real world situations that they face. Now, each of these workshops are standalone, but they do fit together to form this Learning for Results curriculum. So to work through it, I thought it might be easiest to look at them in relation to an overall job to do, or perhaps a major task to be achieved. That way, it's easy to demonstrate how they synergistically work together, but how they can be selected individually for the areas of competence improvements that they represent. And I'll do this using the Zoom meeting format. That way, as well as me talking and you hearing my explanation and examples, you'll also have the key information bullet points on the screen in front of you. It's the same way as I run the workshops themselves. That just makes it easier to absorb the information and to think about how it could be used in a practical way. So let's begin that right now. Okay, so let's see how these workshops fit together to form this Learning for Results curriculum. On the left of the screen here, you can see I've got a list of certain activities, for want of a better word. And these could be very varied. Anything from an entire job role through to being given a project or establishing a new office for the company, or perhaps on a personal note, starting your own business or finding a new house for yourself and for your family. Whatever it is, there will be a number of steps or stages that are involved in getting you to the place where you want to be. Helping you achieve the results or the outcome that you want. I outline them here. At the beginning, there will be understanding the initial task, what's involved, what's required, what's expected of you. Then there'd be getting some support from those around you, maybe just to agree with your point of view or get them to actively help you in some way. Then there could be the necessity to get authorization or permission from other people that you might need to approach to get the go-ahead from. There'd then be sharing out the work, perhaps to the people on your team or some peers, or maybe even your boss. How do you get them to support and help on an ongoing basis? Then there'd be getting the best deals, for example, where you have to get some form of resource in or buy the house, for example. Then there'd be team sessions where you're working together again with people on your team or your peers or your boss, getting together to see what the best way forward is on an ongoing basis. That'll be followed by feedback where appropriate, either down, sideways, or up, to let people know how they are performing and what you might expect of them in terms of changing that performance to achieve a better outcome. And of course, there's always a need for development, and that development ensures that things are continuing on an ever improving basis. And if necessary, may take you back to the start of this process again to buy the next house or start another business, etc., etc. Now, I'm going to show now how the workshops fit into these different areas as best as I can. But I want to say one thing up front, and that's all of the different workshops, although they are different and are designed to achieve positive outcomes in different areas of competence, all of the workshops have these things in common. Their content is drawn from what's deemed to be best practice, global best practice, either skills or approaches or processes or combinations thereof. That's the content. All the workshops follow the same methodology, and that is to understand the what and the why of a skill, let's say, a chance to practice it for mastery, and a chance to transfer it to your natural style and approach, using the words that you're comfortable with. In other words, so you don't just sound like you've come off of a training course, you're comfortable with it. And then perhaps most importantly, if you've understood it, practiced it, made yourself comfortable with it, how will you apply it immediately with ease and with confidence to the day-to-day real world situations and challenges that you face? That's the methodology. And there is follow-up, supporting materials to enable you to continue to develop what you've gained from the course and make it even better, get some greater outcomes. So let's go back to those activities. There's their activity line, and I'm going to introduce the workshop titles now. The initial task, of course, is all about planning. And the workshop that fits into there is called Planning to Produce Results. This is designed to help you get the best possible return on any time or resources that you devote to any particular project. Getting support is motivating, and the workshop that fits in here is motivating and influencing others for success. So influencing where you want other people to agree with your point of view, and motivating when you actually want them to take action in support of achieving the goals that you set to achieve. Getting the go ahead is often selling and handling objections. So selling in terms of reaching success by helping other people achieve success. In other words, creating some desire. And often there will be concerns, objections that get in the way of what you want to achieve. So handling those are very important. So the two workshops there, selling skills, professional best practice, and handling objections, selling skills will certainly aid in that area. You've then got sharing the workout, sharing the workload, achieving greater results by people working together. And here, delegating and smarter goals is the workshop that applies. This is about creating and setting the very best possible goals and getting other people's help, support, and commitment in helping you achieve them. Getting the best deal is about negotiating. And the workshop, Negotiating Success, Simple and Complex, is a workshop that's designed to help you get more by giving less. And whether you're buying or selling, whether it's a single issue or a multifaceted, very complex negotiation, or whether it's in your personal or professional life, this workshop is designed to help you achieve the best possible outcomes, getting more by giving less. Team sessions, that's about meetings. Our workshop here is Meetings Excellence. That's virtual or in person. Creating and running the best meetings with great outcomes, and running those meetings in a way that's efficient and effective and enjoyable as well for the other people involved. On the feedback side, giving feedback and managing differences. Our workshop here, this is about helping other people see the need to change their performance or to maintain it if it's very good. And also dealing with the situation when giving feedback alone is not sufficient. That's managing the differences. And ongoing development, that of course is coaching. And here we've got coaching others for performance. This workshop is about achieving success for yourself by helping others improve their performance. And that could be the virtuous circle of back to the next initial task. I hope I've been able to give you a reasonable and fair overview of each of the workshops and how they could fit together. So perhaps you could consider looking at one or two of them in a bit more depth with regard to what they actually deliver. So on an as-needed basis, they're all standalone, but they do all fit together to help you achieve overall goals and outcomes. If you do see something of value here, something that will help you achieve the success that you want to achieve, well, then I certainly look forward to seeing you virtually on one or more of those workshops. All I can say is thank you very much for listening.